So we got this morality homosexuals in the United Kingdom, like Academic Agent and Sargon of Akkad, that have decided to wage war on pornography. And the fruits of their labor seems to be the removal of internet anonymity, people having to dox themselves, empowering Ofcom in the government, people being forced to show their ID or do facial recognitions before going on social media. And the main issue is that you genuinely have to be absolutely mental to try and ban pornography in 2026 when people can have offline AIs on their laptop. Like, you can just install a program on a laptop that's not connected to the internet. You can have a chatbot, and you can make that chatbot roleplay as your waifu. You can ask the chatbot to generate short videos for you with people fucking. You can create whatever fucking fetish you want. And so, again, if the fruits of the labor is to create censorship on the internet and to empower the government, you must be absolutely mental. You must be one of those morality homosexuals that are just snake oil salesmen bamboozling the young generation into being stupid. With that said, this lady, I also have a problem with. And I have to wonder, why can't British people just be normal? Huh? Like, what is going on with that nation that you either have one extreme or the other? Like, why cannot they just be like normal people and walk on the right side of the road, you know, put their little wheel in the car on the right side and drive normally, rather than showing us that the lunatics are running the asylum? So, this lady is the opposite. This lady wants sexual education, and she talks about how when she was 10, she saw pornography, and the problem isn't that she saw pornography when she was 10. No. The problem is that she had no one to talk about it. Goodness fucking gracious. Now, first of all, I gotta wonder, like, what the fuck? See, in Romania, when I was growing up, we had these newspapers kiosks. And they were everywhere, right? Like, you would walk on the side of the road and you'd see, like, a small kiosks with newspapers. And they literally had adult magazines, like 18 plus adult magazines, just smacked into the window, and people could see it just walking by. I remember because I could see it. You know, like naked women with tits, men with big dongs, like literally everything. It's not like there were like a lot of them, but like every single newspaper stand had 2 or 3, right? When I was 10 years old and I noticed them, I genuinely didn't care about it. Like, not even in my mind did I conceive, like, they were like background images, right? And then when I became 14 and I went through puberty, I literally asked my mom, like, what the fuck is that? And I was asking her because, like, I was seeing on television as well, like, there were commercials for hotlines and shit like that. And my mom literally said, well, you know, when you get older, you'll be able to buy one. And so, like, that was it. Like, I was able to actually have the conversation. You know, like, I don't understand, like, a society where people just cannot talk with their kids anymore, to the point where you need the government to grift, right? Like, you need people like this to use taxpayer money in order to send experts into schools and lecture kids about shit that their parents should be able to talk with them about. And secondly, by the way, just because I grew up like that, just because when I was 10, I managed to see those newspapers, doesn't mean that's a good thing. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, you should be normal. You know, like, this type of stuff should exist in the private, and people should do it as much as they want and be as degenerate as they want in private. But in public, shut the fuck up. Fuck is wrong with you? Why would the school require to hire experts in order to talk to people about this shit? Like, human beings have been fucking for more than 200,000 years. Okay? Like, that's how old we are on planet Earth. And what I mean by that, if you get a human being from the early ages, like 200,000 years ago, and you bring them today, and you have sex with them, you can have a kid. Right? Like, because we're related. And so, for 200,000 years, people have managed to fuck without the government's intervention. Like, kids have managed to have these conversations with their parents. And so, if the parents have a problem talking with their kids, that's a parent problem, and that's a society problem. Like, what the fuck did you did to your adults that they're not able to have, like, normal conversation with their kids about basic human biology? And you need, like, this chick in order to embarrass herself and embarrass everyone into this by basically saying, oh yeah, we're going to go to schools in order to talk to this about kids. Like, here's also another thing. They're basically saying that children in the United Kingdom needs to be kept safe by the government, right? Like you need Ofcom in order to prevent kids seeing lewd shit on the internet. But at the same time, 16-year-olds that can't see sensitive content online can vote. And at the same time, you have the government going to schools and high schools and other places talking to kids about sex. Like, is it too much to ask for a little bit of consistency here? Like, if you generally like want the government to get involved, you know, either you become like puritanical and you're basically saying that up until people reach 18, they're not supposed to watch a video on YouTube that has violent content in it, that talks about immigration, that shows a titty, right? You're not allowed to see that. Or you're basically saying that, okay, well, let parents be parents and allow parents to install parental programs and they get to decide when they get to talk to their kid about these issues. But no, like they have like this very bizarre thing, you know, like recently in Britain they banned fictional stepmother pornography, right? So like if you want to write a book about that, if you want to write some Game of Thrones shit, now you get in trouble with the law. But at the same time, the exact same party, the Labour Party, has defended cousin marriage. Like, again, like, why can't these people be normal? Like, what is wrong with them? And I do think I understand a little bit. It's all about the morality homosexuals. Like, honestly, you know, like, people that just talk about morality this, morality that, making it very easy and low cost for the government to give them what they want. And the government also takes a little bit of a cut. You know, they also get a little bit more power. They also get to create additional committees where they can hire people based on nepotism and based on group affiliation. And so that those people get to be paid a little bit more taxpayer money. And so, like, the government is grifting really hard on the moral individuals in society. And for some reason, the moral individuals just either don't see it or they don't care. Because again, like, it sounds good, you know, you go on a microphone and it's like, ban pornography, this will increase our birth rates. You're going to see, like, men suddenly, they cannot play lewd video games and they're going to go out and they're going to start fucking. And they're going to produce a lot of children that the government is going to tax. And when I go, all those children are going to pay my pension. Right? Like, that's morality in the UK. By the way, I don't even know which cretin came up with this dumb mistake that the reason people aren't having kids is because of pornography, right? Like, what type of moron, what type of low IQ individual decided that this is the case? The reason people aren't having kids is because of women. It's not because of men. It's not fucking rocket science. Like, every single man that I know that's a Kumar wants to have a girlfriend. Like, when did we decide that, okay, well, you know, you have this guy watching anime and there's like a tsunami of pussy at his door and he's basically saying, no, lady, no. You don't look like my anime waifu. You don't look like my anime waifu. So that just doesn't happen. The reality is because of the technology, it's not even dating websites, it's social media, right? Like, your problem is not with pornography. Your problem is with social media. But because you're a social media addict, you don't want to give away your drug, right? So you're trying to come up with other problems in order to pretend that you're finding a solution. But no, social media is the reason that you're having problems with the birth rates. Every single nation on earth, the moment they connect to social media, birth rates decline. There is an explanation for this. Every single woman that goes online to social media, she gets access to Chad. 100% of the women now have access to the top 5% of the men, not in their village, not in their city, in their fucking country. Do you understand what that means? That means that the other 95% of the men that aren't Chad, they're treated as not even human by these women. And so all the women, they start dating Chad. And by the way, they may not even be with ill intentions. Like, most women maybe even want a relationship with Chad. Like, they genuinely want, you know, to go out with Chad, meet his family, have kids with him. Like, they genuinely want that. But the problem is, Chad doesn't. Like, Chad looks at the ample supply of pussy that he is getting and the huge amount of turnover that he can benefit from. And so he's trying to go through all of them. And so what happens is, like, the first young woman, you know, like, she meets Chad on social media. Maybe he is from another city. Doesn't fucking matter. He's going to pay so that she can go there. Takes advantage of her, dumps her. And now the woman has tasted Zeus like she has been on Mount Olympus. She thinks it's hot shit, right? She thinks that she actually deserves someone just like Chad. And so she goes to another Chad which treats her the same way. And she actually looks with disgust and disdain towards any single man that's not Chad. This is pretty much what's happening. This wasn't the case before social media. Before social media, you had a small circle of friends. Everybody knew everyone else. Even their families knew each other. And so if you were a Chad that was disrespecting women, you would be called a womanizer. You would be called a negative term, and other women would stay away from you, right? Women as well, like a woman that would sleep around would be called a slut. Men would know. Men would stay away. Other women would ostracize her. And so this is why in the age before social media, you had more birth rates, because relationships were a lot more stable. You had an argument in a relationship and people would try to work it out. Now you have an argument in a relationship, people go to Reddit where it immediately says dump her, leave her, dump him, get away from him, file a divorce. Right? The problem isn't pornography. The problem is social media. But again, every one of us is a social media addict. Nobody is going to make a campaign that we need to eliminate social media. And I don't even think it's possible, because social media is so integrated into modern economy that if you weren't going to try to get rid of it, you'd have a problem much higher than the birth rates. And so, again, like I'm looking at the UK, and I'm absolutely baffled. Like, why can't they be normal? What is so difficult in just like being normal? Just remember how you used to be in 2018 and try to replicate that, because like the mental illness was still there, but it wasn't as fucking bad. When you have like a group of individuals that want to lock down the entire internet, despite the fact that they've noticed their group has been persecuted under the Jack Dorsey era of the internet constantly, and they notice what it's like when Visa and MasterCard starts banning people for hate speech. I mean, Sargar of Akkad got deplatformed from Patreon, literally because of that, right? And so, the morality police is doing that because Sargar got deplatformed from Patreon for moral reasons, right? Like hate speech. That's a moral issue. And he's advocating for that shit. And then you have like ladies like this talking about when she was 10 years old and she was watching pornography and she had no one to talk to and she was so upset that the government didn't talk to her. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Why can't they be normal? Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.